Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I have this stash right here from Echo Park. It is a birthday stash and I wanted to do a layouts to leftovers with this stuff to go along with this layout that I did yesterday. And yesterday for me right now is Friday the 14th. But while I was pulling this stuff out, I kind of had something laid on my heart and decided that I would really like to talk to you all and just broach a subject that is a little bit complicated and a little bit hard. So the vulnerability's coming in, but I've always felt really confident and comfortable with you all to be my normal goofy self and to be vulnerable. The thing that's been laying on my heart is mental health. And I feel like it's something that I want to discuss with you all. And I've said many, many times that scrapbooking is my mental health, and it absolutely is. Every evening I come home, or weekends I'm at home, I sit in my space and I dive into memories, good ones, current ones, old ones, whatever it is. Even the hard ones, which is, like I said, before, that's why I started the series Courageously Crafting, Scrapbooking Through the Hard Stuff back in July of 2022, because there were a lot of hard things that I was going through and it just felt right. And so that is when I decided to start documenting the hard parts, or to pull out pictures of people I'd lost that were really hard for me to deal with and I hadn't scrapbooked much of. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been really therapeutic. However, since I moved in June of 2022, after the discussion with my husband that we were going to get divorced, I feel like I've been going at like 100 miles an hour when it comes to my scrapbooking, whether it is purchasing scrapbooking things, talking about scrapbooking things, creating videos, creating layouts, designing things, watching videos. Like, I have been really, really engrossed and saturated with anything and everything scrapbook related. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I am still a part of my life. I'm still a part of my kids' lives. Like, I'm not avoiding being with people or being, active. I go to my job every day. Yes, sometimes I'm distracted by scrapbooky things there. It's fine. But I think that I have been not hiding from some things that I need to do, but avoiding some things that I need to do. Whether that's the dishes, whether that's cleaning this, that, or the other, whether it's phone calls I need to make or bills I need to get paid, things like that. I feel like I've pushed that stuff aside because I've been so focused. And a lot of that is because I have ADD or ADHD, and I can definitely hyper focus when I get attached to something. And I've been scrapbooking since 1996, and I would go through phases where I would do it constantly for, months, or I'd do it once a month, or, whatever. But since January 1st, 2021, when I joined a virtual crop with Scrapbooking the Day Away on Facebook. I have scrapbooked every single day, except for 5 days when I went to Disney in 2021. Other than that, I've scrapbooked in the car, I've scrapbooked at the beach, I've scrapbooked in hotel rooms and Airbnbs. I documented and scrapbooked the day we discussed getting divorced. I scrapbooked the days we were moving. I scrapbooked every day. Like, I did not miss a beat and still have not. And through the month of March, I was on high press, like getting all the 30 days of sketches done, which I love so very much, and getting all the different hops and things that I'm a part of. Because first of all, I have FOMO, and if you don't know what that is, that's fear of missing out. I want to be a part of all these hops because they're so much fun and I love them. But also I was like hiding, or at least avoiding things that needed to get done. I mean, up until the last minute, literally, I had not even packed for my trip to the beach. So then go to April or the March 31st, we left for the beach. I scrapbooked while I was there. All was well. I felt like when I came home on the 8th, late on the 8th, that I was just going to come back home and jump right back into my 90 mile an hour scrapbooking and do the layouts every day and videos, things like that. But I didn't. I did scrapbook every day while I was there, usually 1 or 2 layouts tops. And they were fine. It wasn't anything of any impressiveness, but I only had limited supplies. But when I came home, the first night it was 11:30 and I was tired. So I did a simple layout, moved on. The next day I had all day long. I did go to church that morning because it was Easter, but then I had that whole entire afternoon and it's like I couldn't focus. I couldn't function. I ended up doing a simple layout that evening. And I had a video I had to do, so I did do that. But that was it. Super simple. So, and since then, I've done a single layout a day, and it's been a little different for me. Wednesday, I realized that it was the anniversary of my father's death. So I felt like that might be part of it, and everything else. So what I'm about to do is show you the space that I work in. And you all see what you see right now and maybe a little bit more zoomed out. But you don't see what's on the right and the left now. This is not the mess that I normally have. It's actually a little bit tame right now because I did a big clean not too long before I went to the beach. But I just wanted to share with you kind of what it looks like for ADHD to rear its ugly head, depression, anxiety, things like that. So I'm going to just do a small little tour just of my desk and the space that I work right next to, because I just think it's important to kind of point some things out. So I'm going to cut away and come right back. So this is my desk. This is what you all see. And this pile of stencils, which is pretty, it doesn't look like a lot, but it's like 6 or 7 of the Scrapping Reflection stencils and like 4 or 5 other stencils sitting on top. I literally just cleaned those. They were dirty from January, maybe before January, but definitely January. I had January, February, March, rainbow magic layout stencils still dirty right there. This over here, oh, there goes my dog. This over here is a box or an organizer that I ordered from MK Gun, which is some assemblage required. I love this thing. I bought paint after I got this box in the mail and put it together. Have yet to do that. That was last summer. That's part of my ADHD. I have avoided that. Now, is that any major consequence? No, it still works just fine. It's my cute little trash can. I had to point it out because it's so cute. But here are some of the messes. Here are the piles, and almost everything in this pile right here is leftovers that I am ready to turn into layouts whenever I can get my brain back in order. So I've done a couple, but not very many because it's like I couldn't get, I don't know, it's like I couldn't clear my head, and I was getting attached to watching like inspirational videos and stuff. That's just a card that my parents sent me for, that's got some sweet notes that I keep there for reminders. This right here is a kit holder that I was supposed to put a kit in so that I could work on it. I haven't done that yet. I have printed thousands of pictures ready to start working on, including from the beach last week and all the way back to 2010. Probably earlier than that as well, but for the most part, I just printed a ton of pictures because I have the HP Insta and I was about to run out of my free ink or free prints, and so I wanted to take as much advantage, henceforth why I have so many printed. But I've got random things just stuck here and stuck there, inks that I use that I have not put away yet, piles of layouts that I've done but not put away. This right here is leftover layouts that have the pictures ready for them, and I like even have an idea in my head of what I'm going to do, but I haven't done it yet. This back here is layouts, piles, things of that nature. They're covering my sprays, which I have to move them around every time I want to get to my sprays because I keep leaving piles there. That's part of the ADHD. This is scraps that I should be putting away where they go, but I'm not. And of course my snacks. Those are layouts that are done that I just need to find a home for and put away. Slowly panning back over here to this. I mean, I know, like I said, it doesn't look like it's a whole lot of a mess, but for me, this is, it's hard to work this way. So I got to get some stuff organized so that I can get my brain back together. Because, you know, mental health it shows in different ways. So I'm going to put my phone back up on the tripod so that you all are not getting dizzy or anything like that. Okay, so most importantly, what I want to say is that your mental health is so important because that is how you function every day. And there's so much mental health going around right now that, anxiety and depression and fears that, we have from the pandemic and from what's going on in our world and from all of those different things, not to mention things that we already brought into what's going on in the world and the pandemic and stuff. So my family deals with ADHD, depression, anxiety, PTSD, all sorts of different mental health issues. And scrapbooking is a huge part of that for me. I've just got to be really, really cautious not to let that be my avoidance tactic. So I'm not saying I am not scrapbooking anymore, I promise you, but I really am mostly saying that I want you all to know that I am here for you all. I feel so inspired by a lot of different crafters as well as inspirational speakers. And I really have just felt this put on my heart that I wanted you all to know that I was here. I was a confidant. I was someone that I'm here to listen or to encourage in any way I can. I will continue scrapbooking every day because it really does bring me lots of mental peace. I will continue being a part of the hops and the things because I love it. I love creating for myself. I love creating for you all. I love watching how other people create. It is so healthy. And I hope that you all will take that and know that I mean that 100% from my heart. I hope you'll come back and see me again really soon. I plan on being here off and on throughout the month. And I hope that you all have a great day. Happy scrapping.